Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the topic sports for June. Let's start. First question is, identify the correct statement regarding the 26th Asian Athletics Championship held in May 2025. If we look at the option, just the option A is right, that is China topped the medal tally with a total of 32 medals in the championship, right? Then if we talk about our country India, here, remember, India finished third with a medal tally of 24 medals. Is it right? No. Here, if we see, India finished second with a total medal of 24. And the championship was held in May in Bali, Indonesia. Is it right? So, this championship was not held in Bali, Indonesia. It was held in Gumi, South Korea. Now, all the options are right. Next, how many total medals did India secure in the 4th edition of Thailand Open International Boxing Tournament from 24th of May to 1st of June in Bangkok, Thailand? It is a total of 8 medals, which included 2 gold, 1 silver and 5 bronze. Next, who won the F1 Armaco Gran Premio de Espino, that is the Spanish Grand Prix that was held in Barcelona, Spain. So who won this Barcelona, Spain, Spanish Grand Prix held in Barcelona, Spain? Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri, he is from UK and he drives for McLaren. He secured the first position here. Next, Australian all-rounder Glenn Maxwell has announced retirement from ODI cricket, bringing an end to a distinguished 13-year career in the ODI format. He has been part of 2 World Cup winning squads for Australia in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, that is in 2015 and 2023. Right option is option 4th. And earlier he retired from the Test cricket format in 2017. Next, identify the country that topped the medal tally at the Ulaanbaatar Open 2025 wrestling conducted from 29th of May to 1st of June, in which India secured the 2nd position. So, which country topped the medal tally? It is Mongolia that secured the top position here in the medal tally at the Ulaanbaatar Open 2025 wrestling that was conducted from 29th of May to 1st of June. And our country India, here we secured the 2nd position in the medal tally with a total of 21 medals. And in this 21 medals, we see 6 gold, 7 silver and 8 bronze. And Mongolia, they secured a total of 29 medals. Next is Kulnavut Vitidrasan won the men's single title at the 2025 Singapore Open in badminton held from 27th of May to 1st of June at the Singapore Indoor Stadium in Kalang, Singapore. Vitidrasan hails from which state, or he hails from where? So Vitidrasan hails from Thailand. Next is mention the name of the football club which won its first ever UEFA Championship League 2025 by defeating Inter Milan Football Club in the final held at Munich, Germany. So what is the name of that group or football club? It is PSG, that is Paris Saint-Germain Football Club, right? They have won their first ever UEFA Champions League 2025 title by defeating Inter Milan Football Club. Next, identify the correct statement regarding the Norway Chess 2025, an international chess tournament held in Stavanger, Norway from 26th of May to 6th of June. If we look at the option, we have to find the correct statement. So option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. B is saying that D. Gukesh from India won the Norway Chess 25 in the open section category. Did he won it? No. Magnus Carlsen had won it, right? Magnus Carlsen, the world's #1 chess player, won the Norway chess title in the open category. Next, identify the Indian cricketer who announced his retirement from all the forms of professional cricket in June 2025. So, Piyush Pramod Chawla, right? He is the Indian cricketer who has announced retirement from all the forms of professional cricket. Next, identify the correct statement regarding French Open held in Paris, France in June 2025. If we look at the options here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, who among the following won the men's singles final of the Indonesian Open held in Jakarta, Indonesia? So, who among the following has won the women's singles final? And C. Young, she is from South Korea. If we talk about men's category, Ender Antonsen, who is the world's number 3, has won the men's single title of the Indonesian Open, and in women's single title, NC Young, right? She's not South Korea. I repeat, she's from South Africa, right? In the women's final, South Africa's NC Young, that is world's number 1 in women category, she has won the women's single title. And who won the men's single title? Ender Antonsen. Ender Antonsen is from Denmark. Next, mention the country which topped the 2025 Taiwan Athletics Open held in Taipei City in Taiwan in June with a final medal tally of 16 medals. So it is our country, India. Next, identify the country that won the Union of European Football Association, that is UEFA UEFA Nations League, by defeating Spain in the finals in Munich, Germany. So identify that country. It is Portugal, right? And they have won their second UEFA Nations League title by defeating Spain by 5-3 in the penalty shootout after a 2-2 final. And this was the 4th edition of the tournament. Next, name the organization that officially unveiled the logo of the inaugural Shooting League of India, which is scheduled to be held from 20th of November to 2nd of December 2025. It is National Rifle Association of India. Next, mention the name of the West Indies cricketer who has announced his retirement from international cricket at the age of 29 in June 2025. It is Nicholas Pooran. Next, identify the country that defeated South Africa to win the 23-25 International Cricket Council World Chess Championship final held in London, England in June 2025. So which is that country? It is Australia, right? And this is the 3rd edition of the ICC WTC, that is World Test Championship, that was held from 16th of June to 14th of June. Next, who won the 63rd edition of the Canadian Grand Prix held in Montreal, Canada, marking his first F1 Grand Prix victory of the 2025 season? So, George Russell. George Russell, he is from Germany. Sorry, he represents Germany-based company, that is Mercedes. George Russell, he is from which country? This is your homework. Next, mention the position that India secured in the ISSF Rifle, Pistol and Shotgun World Cup held in Munich, Germany, in which China topped the medal tally with a total of 7 medals. It is India secured 3rd position in the medal tally, right? And the overall medals are India is 4, out of which 2 gold, 2 bronze. Next, name the first Indian sponsor team that made history by winning the rapid section of the 3rd edition of the FIDE World Rapids and Bliss Team Championship held in London in June 2025. It is MGDI. This is the first Indian sponsor team to win the rapid section of the 2025 FIDE Rapids and Blitz Team Championship. Next, identify the table tennis team that clinched their first maiden ultimate table tennis title, defeating the Jaipur Patriots in the final held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It is U Mumba Table Tennis. Next, with a throw of how much distance did India's Neeraj Chopra won the Paris Diamond League 2025 title held in Paris, France, defeating Germany's Julian Weber. It is 88.16 meter throw. Next, name the mascot of the 12th World Para Athletics Championship going to be held in New Delhi, launched by Paralympic Committee of India in June 2025. So, name the mascot here. It is Viraj. right? And the tournament will be held from 27th of September to 5th of October at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in New Delhi. That will feature 186 medals. Next, in June, which state signed a memorandum of understanding with Hockey India to host the FIH Men's Junior World Cup 2025? Right option is Tamil Nadu. So that's all for the day, students, and this is your homework question. I want all the students watching this video to comment below. That is, mention the country that topped the medal tally in the Archery Asia Cup 2025 Stage 2 held in Singapore in June 2025. Now let's move to the revision part, students. DRDO and Indian Navy successfully conducted the combat firing of indigenously designed dash with a reduced explosive payload. So DRDO and Indian Navy, they successfully conducted the combat firing of the indigenously designed multi-influence ground missile, right, with a reduced explosive payload. This system will enhance Indian Navy's defense against modern stealth ships and submarines that will offer advanced detection and engagement capabilities. Next, ATEL Africa has partnered with Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, that is SpaceX, to deploy dash low Earth orbit satellites internet service across Africa. So it is to deploy Starlink low Earth orbit satellite internet service across Africa. And this Starlink is also owned by Elon Musk. In India also, it is ATEL and Jio, with which Starlink has partnered in order to provide internet services in India. Next, Paras Defense and Space Technologies Limited, they have signed a memorandum of understanding with which company to establish a joint venture for understanding, manufacturing and supplying hydrogen powered drones in India. So they have partnered with whom? They have partnered with Heaven Drones Limited. Correct? This MOU has been signed, or this joint venture has been signed with, or this MOU has been signed between Paras Defense and Space Technologies Limited and Heaven Drones, and they will be establishing a joint venture for the hydrogen powered drones. Right? They will be first of its kind in India. If we talk about hydrogen fuel only, hydrogen powered buses has also been recently launched. They were developed by NTPC and they have been launched in Leh, Ladakh. Next, which Indian Defence PSU delivered Arnala, INS Arnala, the first of 8 indigenously developed anti-submarine warfare shallow watercraft to the Indian Navy in Kattupalli, Tamil Nadu. So, which is that organization? It is GRSC that has developed this INSSV Arnala. Moving on, identify the name of the advanced AI-based text-to-speech model that supports 11 Indian languages and that is aimed to enhance the digital voice applications launched by Sarvam AI Private Limited in May 2025. It is, what is the name of that AI-based text-to-speech model? It is Bulbul V2 and it supports 11 Indian languages. Next, mention the satellite internet service provider that received the letter of intent from the Department of Technologies, making a key step towards their commercial operations in India. It is Starlink, students. We just discussed between, and Starlink will be partnering with Jio and Airtel in India for providing the satellite internet connection in India. Next, scientists from Chinese Academy of Science, Beijing, they have launched the first ever pangenome of Asian cultivated dash by decoding the genomes of 144 wild and cultivated varieties across Asia. So, Chinese Academy of Science in Beijing, they have launched the first ever pangenome of Asia cultivated rice, right? And this was done by decoding of genome editing of 144 wild and cultivated varieties across Asia, right? A pangenome is a complete collection of a gene in rice that includes those all by shared varieties and those unique to the certain types that helps the scientist in understanding better and improve the rice diversity. This will make it more resilient, better output will be there quantity wise also as well as quality wise also. Next, Taiwan conducted the first live fire test of which advanced artillery system supplied by USA at the Jupeng military base in Pingtung County in Taiwan. It is HIMARS or HIMARS, right? That is your high mobility artillery rocket system supplied by USA at the Jingping military base in Taiwan. Next, in May, where did Indian Army successfully conduct a large-scale integrated field training exercise named Teesta Prahar, demonstrating operational preparedness and the seamless coordination between combat and support units of Indian Army in challenging the riverine terrain? It is West Bengal. Next, in May, India successfully conducted the trials of its indigenously developed low-cost counter-drone system by the name Bhargavastra at the Seaward firing range in Gopalpur, Odisha. Take a note of this. And this Bhargavastra, right? It has been developed by SDAL. What is SDAL? That is Solar Defense and Aerospace Limited. Next, identify the name of the GPS global positioning system like navigation system for the moon launched by Spanish technology company group Mecania del Vuelo, that is GMV, in May 2025, right? So a GPS on moon has been launched by GMV. Question asked is, what is the name of that GPS? It is Lupin. Lupin is the name for that system. Next, mention the name of India's fully indigenous automated air defense control and reporting system, which played a pivotal role in destroying Pakistan's aerial attacks by neutralizing and intercepting every inbound projectile during the 4-day military standoff between India and Pakistan in May 2025. Question asked is, name that India's automated air defense control and reporting system. It is Akshatir. Right, so all the drones, UAVs and missiles that were launched from Pakistan towards India, it were intercepted by Akshatir, and all these things were taking place during an operation by the name Operation Sindhu. Next, mention the satellite launched by ISRO aboard the PSLV C-61 from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. It is the Earth Observation Satellite 09 and it was launched using PSLV Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-61. Next, mention the country that launched the first batch of AI-powered satellites using the Long March 2D carrier rocket to build the world's first supercomputer in orbit. It is China. Next, identify the Indian naval sailing vessel formerly inducted by Indian Navy at Karwar Naval Base, Karnataka. What is the name of that INSV? It is INSV Konindya. Next is, in May, Aerospace Industries Limited successfully tested the India's next generation drones under the AirShield initiative. Right? Take a note of this. And what are these basically? It is your one is VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing, that is AER Recon Autonomous Reconnaissance Module 5, and Aircon ARM 10 has been launched here. Next is, identify the organization operating under the CSIR that successfully completed a series of pre-monsoon flight tests for its indigenous high-altitude platform prototype, making a significant advancement in India's capabilities in border surveillance and aerial monitoring. It is National Aerospace Laboratory. This is an arm of CSIR only. Next, the USA President Donald Trump unveiled a defense plan for $175 billion Golden Dome. This is a new missile defense system which will help USA in countering the foreign missile attacks that are fired towards the USA mainland. So Trump has appointed whom as the US Space Force as lead program manager. So he appointed General Michael Guetlin as the US Force as the lead program manager for this Golden Dome. This will be similar to that of Iron Dome of Israel, and it will be costing them more than $175 billion. Next, and USA will be having it by 2029. Next is, which battery technology was developed by researchers at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bengaluru, using the Nesicon technology that can reach 80% charge in just 6 minutes and supports over 3000 charging cycles. So which is that battery technology? It is sodium ion battery technology. Next, space startup Agnikul Cosmos Private Limited, they successfully fired the India's first electric motor driven semi-cryogenic engine which is set to power their upcoming Agniban launch vehicle. And this is the first time an engine of this kind has been developed and tested in India. Next is mention the rare iron potassium sulfate mineral found by the Indian researchers in the arid Kutch region of Gujarat, confirming their potential as a natural geological clock for Mars exploration. So, mention the rare iron potassium sulfate minerals that were found. Which is it? It is jarosite. This is the mineral and found here in Kutch region of Gujarat, and with this we can say that that particular area is a natural geological clock for Mars exploration, right? We can find the similarities between Kutch, Gujarat and the surface of Mars in certain places. Next, mention the name of the company that delivered the first of 6 indigenously developed Surya very high frequency radar systems to the Indian Air Force. So, which is that company we are talking about? Name that company we are talking about. Alpha Design Technologies Private Limited. They have developed these Surya very high frequency radar systems to the Indian Air Force, and they were developed with a cost of 200 crore rupees. Next, in May, Indrajal, that is an autonomous anti-drone technology company, has launched Indrajal Infra, an AI-powered solution to protect India's high-value infrastructure from the growing threat of drone warfare. This Indrajal Infra uses AI-driven threat detection along with sensors, spoofers and jammers to cover airface up to what area? What is the radius in which it will be operating? So it is 4,000 square kilometer. Up to 4,000 square kilometer this will be working. And Indrajal Infra, they have also, it is built on a OS, that is your Sky OS platform, right? Next, which multinational satellite service provider received the approval from InSpace to provide direct satellite coverage to the media organizations in India? It is Intelsat, right? It is a multinational satellite service provider, and they received an approval from Ahmedabad, Gujarat based InSpace to provide direct satellite coverage to media organizations in India. Next, China has successfully launched the JAS satellite into space using the Long March 4B carrier rocket from Jiquan Satellite Launch Center of China. So, China successfully launched the which satellite? It is Shijian 26 using the Long March 4B carrier rocket. So, that's all for the day, students.